I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. Day 13. A good swath of the day was spent packing up my mother and her things to move into her new home, which she's going to do in about 4 days. She's no longer mobile. Caring for her is difficult, and it's going to be not possible while I'm also having cancer. And the work is growing increasingly difficult on my caregiving partner, my stepfather. So today, I ironed ID tags into the new nightie she's picked out for herself, and folded her clothing into storage bins, which are easier to move than suitcases for our purposes, and they'll be easy to take to her new home. And I packed up family photos that Mom wants to take with her. I've been my mom's primary caregiver for going on 2 years now, so I know how hard caregiving is. It's physically a taxing job, especially when you're caring for someone without any mobility. And it's an emotionally draining job. Not only because you're caring for a family member, you're watching someone you love, someone you know as vital and feisty and fun deteriorate. Also, your time is never your own. There is always a water bottle to replenish, a meal to serve, a TV channel to change, a diaper to change. I work from home, and Mom's needs always seem to manifest in the middle of a chapter, or the middle of an email, or the middle of a conference call, or the middle of the night. And now I'm the one who's going to need a caregiver. And nobody wants to be the person who needs a caregiver. My stepfather is stepping up to provide the care. And my best friend, Christy, who has volunteered to be the person who goes along with me to doctor's appointments, to take notes and make sure I don't miss anything and help coordinate my treatment. She has also invited me to stay at her house in the days immediately following chemo when I'm likely to need the most attention. Being a caregiver, I've learned a few things about how to be a good caregivee. First, you should try to know what you need before you need it. I'm doing online research, and I am talking to people, friends of mine who have been through chemo, to find out, what I'm going to need. Here's what I know so far. You need comfortable clothes. I have a ton of sweatpants. I work from home after all, but I'm indulging in a little retail therapy and buying some really comfy big sweatshirts. Drinks. It's important to stay hydrated during chemo. It helps you to feel better. So I've got my stock of water bottles all ready to go. Food. There's no chemo that targets only cancer cells. So the chemo is going to kill off healthy cells as well. So you're going to need to nourish your body to help your body replenish those healthy cells. So you want healthy foods, healthy snacks, and you also want something to help you with the sickness, the nausea that you're going to feel after chemo. And that's ginger cookies, ginger candy, something ginger. I was a sailor for many years, and there was always ginger cookies in the galley to help people who got seasick when they were aboard the boat. So finding a good ginger that you like is important. I plan on continuing to work as much as possible during this period of beating cancer. But I have 2 projects to tackle, and I'm not really capable, either physically or psychologically, of working on my actual work. My to-read pile absolutely teeters, but I've honed it down to a few books that I am determined to finally get through because I want to. And I am crocheting an Afghan for my mother's new room, so I have that to work on as well. I may do a video just for the things I learn that will help me and help you through chemo. I will let you know, and as this list, or if this list expands, I might do that. The second thing about being a good patient is to anticipate your needs and know which ones to let go. I think one of the most frustrating things about being a caregiver is the constant running. My mom will ring her bell to have her diaper changed, and then 5 minutes later she'll ring her bell to have the TV channel changed, and then 5 minutes later she'll ring her bell because she wants a snack. And 5 minutes after that she'll ring her bell because she's noticed that the plants need to be watered. I'm going to try to remember to group my needs so that I don't make people run. And also, I'm going to hopefully understand that I should just trust the person who's giving me care to water the plants, or that I'm okay with the plants dying, or that eventually I'll feel better and I can water the plants myself in my case. Unless there's blood or fire, there really isn't a need to call someone every time you feel a little off. The third thing is to help your caregiver by telling them about the things you'll need, a special diet, special likes. I like to start off every morning with a smoothie, a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, so I'm teaching my stepfather how to make my smoothies now. In short, as you've gathered by now, the trick is to plan. Because when you get a diagnosis of cancer, everything in the world can feel out of control. And it's important to take control of the things you can take control of. I couldn't stop the cells from growing while I waited for my CT scan and my visit with my oncologist. And I couldn't feel better about that, but I could find myself a really tasty organic ginger candy to have so that if I got sick during chemo, maybe when I get sick during chemo, I will be able to have some relief. I'm trying to plan to be the best patient I can be. I don't suppose I'll be a great one because I am not a patient person by nature. In fact, I'm a pretty pissy person by nature. And I also have a low pain threshold. But I know those things about myself. And I also know that the people who are volunteering to care for me are doing it because they love me. And I think if I can remember that they're doing it because they love me, then I think that will help keep me on my best behavior, or at least the best behavior that I can muster in the moment.
If you liked this video or found it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell.